So now that you are interested in facial harmonization, you want to know more about it. What's the next step? Well, the next step is first doing your research about who's going to be your service provider. That's really important. Make sure that you do that research, but you need to go for a consultation. That's the first step. Because like I mentioned earlier, it's not a one-size-fits-all. It's really important that we look at your skin from the inside out and really trying to understand your issues, your concern, your budget even. Those are all things that are super important and that we need to take in consideration when you do your treatment plan. The first thing I like to look at is really your face, who you are as a person, the structure, the natural structure that you have, okay? Because with time, you will lose some volume, let's say, in the under eye area. Totally normal. We have structural fat, they go with time. So we need to first rebuild that, okay? There's no point of going the whole shebang if we don't rebuild what you used to have. If you want natural results, that part is really important. So looking at who you are 10 years ago, 20 years ago, depending on what you're looking for, we can go back and see what kind of cheekbone you had. I never had big cheek. I'm a natural thin person. So I don't think it would look good if randomly I start having big cheeks. It's not who I am. So that's super important to respect that, to make sure that your results look natural. Then we will look at the asymmetry of your face. Example, I do have an eye that's a little bit bigger than the other. I do have naturally more cheekbone, more cheek on one side. So you can see my nasolabial fold more on one side versus the other. That's who I am normally. I'm just not perfectly symmetric. Naturally, my chin doesn't stick out too much. I have a little dermal fillers, just to let you know. But yeah, it's just something that, when you do my sides, my chin could use some projection a little bit. So I did that. Then same thing for my forehead. There's something like the way the nose. I never had anything done my nose, which would be interesting, but that's another discussion. But there's little thing like that we need to really look at what kind of symmetry, what's possible, what's not, what we like, and the impact of your masseter. Then that's another thing. Same thing, if you have some muscle that pulls too much on one side versus the other, we need to look at the symmetry. Then that's the next step after that. Then we need to obviously look at your budget. As you probably figured out by now, this can be a little bit to a whole lot. I don't know yet. It all depends on your age, your skin type, your experience, what you've done in the past. Okay? There's all that matters. But we need to start looking at the end goal and kind of come up with a treatment plan for this. Depending, we can do a lot in one session, but most of the time it will require a series of treatment. We can't do it all in one. We need to make sure that the foundation is well structured, that it's soundproof, and then we can add the siding at the end of the house, right? It's super important. So we will do this in different steps. So depending on your budget, we can stretch it out over a couple months, a couple years even, depending. But it's really important that we have that end goal to be able to create the right treatment plan. So in terms of process, that would be it. Learn, do your research, come for a consultation. Make sure that you understand who's the injector, the experience, what you're looking for, that everybody's on the same page. And then, go back, you think about it, and then you're going to receive the treatment. But that would be kind of the next step when you do that and what to expect during that consultation. So I hope this helps you understand a little bit better the process, how we come up with a game plan. If you have any question, please reach out. I'll be more than happy to help. Talk soon. Bye-bye.